Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. Today we're talking Chris Noth and the new allegations that have come out. I'm going to go ahead and put this warning here. As I mentioned in my last video on this, the allegations against him are of a very sensitive nature. They have a lot to do with SA. The way YouTube works is I have to refer to it as SA. You know what that means. That's what we're talking about. Let's get into this and what the new allegations are, as well as the statement from the Sex and the City cast, because they've just put out a statement about it. It's awful. Again, these are all allegations. I'm very aware of that. We've talked about it in the comments. Everything here is allegedly, but I do want to break down what the newest accusers have said and some of the fallout, as well as the statement from the Sex and the City and Just Like That cast. If you haven't already, go back and watch my first video on the first few accusers that came forward. There were two women. They chose the name Zoe and Lily, and I break down what they're alleging and the interviews they've done about it. So now a third woman has come forward and accused Chris Noth of the same thing. It's SA. Us Weekly is reporting on it. She has chosen the name Ava to go by, and there aren't as many details on this one. It's very similar to the other lady's story, that it was clearly SA, that it was painful and horrible. I mean, goes without saying, but yeah, so it's a very similar story that the other women had come forward with. Now, Chris Noth's rep came out after this story and said, as we said yesterday, he has never and would never cross that line. I'm sorry, but in terms of statements, that's the worst statement I've ever heard. A third woman has come forward with the same accusations as the first two, and I know we don't know what happened. We weren't there. Why is it coming out now? I get it. A lot of questions, but that might be the all-time worst statement I've ever heard. As we said yesterday, still not true. Just terrible. Also, since I made the last video, this story has come out. Chris Noth dated Beverly Johnson from 1990 to 1995. She is an actress and a model, absolutely stunning. She has come out with her, actually she didn't come out. The story has come out. I don't believe she's made a public comment as of the time of this recording, but the story was unearthed that she ended up having to get a restraining order against him, and it's awful. She alleges that he punched her in the face, chest, and ribs, and made repeated threats to, again, I got to be careful what I say here because of YouTube, you can read the article, but to take her out, basically. He threatened her. He threatened her dog. There were a lot of horrible accusations here of crimes that she's accusing him of. So things from physical assault to it's just awful. Just horrible threats that nobody should have to endure. So because of this, the judge did grant a permanent restraining order. It does not have an expiration date. They did end up closing the case in 2017, but usually these kind of things last 3 to 5 years. They did not put an expiration date on it. So that has since come out. And now people is reporting that Sarah Jessica Parker, Cynthia Nixon, and Kristen Davis have all put out this statement since the allegations have come out. I found the article this morning, and they've released a joint statement. And their statement is, we're deeply saddened to hear the allegations against Chris Noth. We support the women who have come forward and shared their painful experiences. We know it must be a very difficult thing to do. We commend them for it. Cynthia Nixon, Sarah Jessica Parker, Kristen Davis. Also, this came out, I believe it was yesterday, New York Times. Chris Noth is dropped from the Equalizer. It was his next scheduled project. He was going to star with Queen Latifah in this, I believe it was a miniseries, and he's no longer going to be filming episodes of the television series, according to CBS. We also found out Chris Noth lost a $12 million acquisition deal after these allegations. So he had a tequila company, and this other company, who is a beverage company, was in talks for a number of months about acquiring the tequila company. His tequila company is called, I'm never going to say this right, Ambar, Ambhar, and they have put out a statement that they would no they would not, it goes against everything that they would want to get in business with. So they have decided not to buy the tequila company. You guys have been incredible through all this. I've gotten so many comments, and some of you have had experiences in terms of like friends who have been around and said similar creepy things have occurred. Very interesting. Thank you guys so much for all the comments. Let me know your thoughts on this. If more information comes out, of course, I'll be talking about it. And thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I will be talking to you guys again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.